Hello, I'm TychoCelchuuu, and we've got a game today between Pastor Noah playing as the United States versus J for Jet playing as the OKW, and we're on Colony Firma Spring or Colony Firma Summer, one of the two. I can never remember. I think it's Spring. Let's go with Spring. This match is being, for those YouTube watchers, this match is being simultaneously broadcast on my Twitch channel, the link to which you can find in the YouTube video. It's probably too late for you to watch it now because this is being uploaded much later after the fact, but you can catch later Twitch broadcasts and talk with me, interact with me in the chat room, just like, Kuba Wagon first, just like Luciano CoH and Pan We Trust, Am Sinzana, Strumming Bird, other people in chat. If you're in chat, give me a holla. Give me a holla, not holler. I want holla, the bread. The egg bread. I could go for some holla. But yeah, we got a Kuba Wagon. Out first by J for Jet, who is one of those new hot up-and-coming people, whereas Pastor Noah, I don't have a clue. And we just have two riflemen out, and these rear echelon going straight for the munitions, whereas J for Jet going for a very non-confrontational capping order, considering getting a Kuba Wagon first, which is often a very aggressive move, but going very non-confrontational, just capping the south munitions rather than trying to head off the north munitions. The rear echelon were, of course, expecting some people showing up in the north, or at least preparing for people showing up in the north by very cheekily wiring off this building, which will do nothing to a Kuba Wagon, but still, wiring it off. Twitch chat says stuff that's not relevant to the game, and Sturm Pioneers being engaged by two rifles, so this is real good news for Pastor Noah, catching these Sturm Pioneers more or less on their own. Once the Kuba shows up, things will be different, but when you catch Sturm Pioneers like this, you want to chase them to the ends of the earth, force them back, force them off the map, because this is your big chance to do some damage to them, to outmatch them. Generally a 1-for-1, they're going to win that handily, so if you've got these two rifle squads ready and raring to go, as you see the American does, you want to seize the opportunity, and that's what the American is doing. But like I said, it changes when the Kuba Wagon shows up, so it doesn't change fast enough. The Sturm Pioneers got to get out of there. These guys are low health, but I think the Kuba is going to keep focusing on these guys. Why bother going forward? You are kind of scared. If you lose this on the retreat, this could be, whoa, very surprised the riflemen did not focus fire on that Sturm Pioneer. I guess what Pastor Noah was worried about was that they'd move out of cover to chase, and then they get owned because they'd immediately be in red cover and the Kuba would kill them, but I'm really surprised we didn't see a chase, or at least a focus fire there, especially as they were crossing the red cover. That could have been a squad wipe. That could have been devastating because there's nobody to repair the Kuba. That could have been the game right there, guys. That could have been the game. I'm telling you, it could have been the game. But it wasn't. Luckily it wasn't. Now we have something to watch. Now we have some excitement. It's happening. Nobody's lost a squad. Everybody's still in this. Sturm Pioneer, for some reason, not repairing. I guess busy microing this nice sweet cutoff. This is a nice cutoff. If only this thing didn't reach all the way to the left, making this completely useless.
Salvaging destroyed vehicles and weapons will yield additional resources.
So that commander just fucking talked in my ear for 20 minutes. Let's hover over that in a moment once these fights are over. Cheeky hopping in that building, Cheeky throwing a grenade, and the cutoff is complete, so I shouldn't have been silly to J for Jet about this point not mattering for the cutoff, because he got this point. So the cutoff is ultimate. The American is now cut off of literally all of their points, and J for Jet, meanwhile, still getting some handy income from this munitions point, and not much else. You notice both players have relatively low income, except for J for Jet's astronomical munitions income. Astronomical. Just fucking Neil deGrasse Tyson levels of munitions income here. The Kuba Wagon's back. Hello, I'm the Kuba Wagon. I'm here to make the pain in the butt for the Americans. Oh, I have the little man in the back, standing up, and he's very scared, but it is okay. His job is good. He's good. Sehr good. Very good. We are in the Wehrmacht. Twitch chat, anything cool happening there? No. Have some conversations, guys. Talk about this doctrine. Försturm doctrine. We've got the Hetzer, which I don't think I've ever seen anybody use. The assault package, which can be pretty cool. The incendiary munitions, they're pretty cool for the focus grenadiers. Maybe for the Sturm Pioneers too. I guess sometimes you see it on the Sturm Pioneers, the flamethrower, but it's cool because the oh, we see it right now. But it's cool because you can give these people the fucking MP40s. But yeah, so this is a nice little assault by the Americans coming in fast and hard. And these don't do it. Don't get the fuck out. Don't cross that red cover. I know it's tempting. You got a brand new flamethrower, but that thing will pop and blow up in your face. So J for Jet is up against the wall here right now. This is Americans doing pretty good. The cutoff has been more or less undone. This stuff is being oh wait, no, there's folks grenadiers. I thought those folks grenadiers were Americans, but that's better. So J for Jet at least has this fuel and also this fuel. The cutoff is going, but not too bad. Just still, again, really low income for both players because both are being real good about them cutoffs. About all them cutoffs, buddy. But the American's gonna climb up pretty soon. Yeah, look at that. Plus 53 munitions, plus 22 fuel. Having just capped some bullshit somewhere. So the Americans sitting pretty and going a fast M20. I almost said Greyhound. Caught yourself. Caught me. You caught me. Charge the light brigade from these lieutenants. They managed to make it across the red cover without taking much damage, and things are looking pretty good. They're going to own that squad. Are they going to kill the squad? Are they going to wipe? They're chasing. They're chasing. Glad to see some chasing finally from the Americans. They're chasing, and then they stop to cap and also to get in one last burst on the bar, but it doesn't happen. So that's a good little tip there. With the exception of Obersoldaten, nobody can fire those LMGs on the move. I think it's just Obersoldaten, maybe other squads too, but it's basically with the exception of Obersoldaten, nobody can fire those LMGs on the move. So sometimes when you're chasing a squad, it makes sense if they're about to get out of range to stop moving, just give them an attack order instead of a move order, and let them fire one last burst from that LMG. That can be what it takes to finish off those retreating squads. But the squad got out. Germans still in this game, even though the Americans control basically the entire map. Bars fire on the move. Well, I'm a fucking idiot. Unless this patch changed it. Some LMGs don't fire on the move. Also, they're always more accurate when they're not moving. So that it can be, if in any case, if it's about to go around a corner like this, and you've got one shot left, stop moving so that you get the standing accuracy bonus rather than the moving accuracy. I was gonna keep looking at this doctrine. Incendiary munitions. Don't think I've ever seen people use that. Opal Blitz trucks, certainly never seen anybody use that. And rocket barrage. Seen that once or twice. What a strange doctrine. Who uses this? J for Jet fucking just trying some crazy stuff. And paying for it by losing. Vet 1. We're getting to Vet 5. Am Sinzana wants a Vet 5 Kubel in this game. We'll see. We'll see. CS23 says M1919s, Bren's, Vickers don't fire on them. You're right, yeah. Most LMGs don't fire on the move. Yeah, it looks like that Bren, or that bar is firing. What is blown up? Rest in peace. No Vet 5 Kubel. Not happening. Not happening. The dream is dead, guys. The dream is dead. And we have a American machine gun coming out. So the American, I feel like, should have more fuel. We did tech to. I guess the ambulance plus the teching to lieutenant is where all the fuel has gone. Seems a little strange. Seems like there should be more fuel. We have bazookas. The Americans worried about some sort of vehicle coming out, but the was I looking at the German fuel when I was talking about the American fuel? Because the American has even less fuel, so that's where my puzzlement was coming from. I think. Anyways, we're expecting some sort of maybe vehicle from the Germans. We could get this AA half-track, which I've seen a few times, but I don't know, is maybe not super in the meta anymore. It's hard to tell. He does have the fuel for it. We'll see. We'll see. I'm interested in what the German teching choice is going to be. Whether these bazookas are going to be useful or not useful. Those are, I suppose, the two options. What happened to the machine gun? It must have been incendiary grenaded somewhere when I wasn't paying attention, because it's down to 3 people and not a lot of health. I think it was up around here. Let's just say that. People in Twitch chat are saying things, but I'm not looking at them right now. These rear echelon are not going to last long. Good American hopping out of there. We got some cool cutoffs going on. This is a really good cutoff from the folks. Folks are being like, I wish I could get in here. Who wired this off? And the Sturm Pioneers are just like, wasn't that? Well, they.
The enemy is overrunning one of our capture points.
Okay. I guess there's a gap in the wire. It's just cosmetic wire. That's some next level mind game shit. You put the wire on the building so your opponent's like, I guess I can't go in that building. But it turns out all along you could go in the building. And you knew that. And then you do it. Do you think the German player does this every time? That's a strategy you can use in your own games, guys. As long as you're at a high enough level where you're playing against people who would not bother trying to right-click on the building in the first place. There is a door also over here, so you can get in that side. But that's some mind game shit, guys. People in Twitch chat talking about hip-firing machine guns. Great. We still don't have German teching, but we do have the truck. We have the truck ready to tech. Is that going to be a tier 4? Because it's not a tier 3, and you'd think it'd be a tier 3 if it's going to be a tier 3. The fuck just blew up? Guys, so many mysteries.
A capture point is being overrun.
So many mysteries. Both players at 115, 116 fuel. This is amazing. This is amazing. We have fuel parity. Oh, 117 and 118. It's slightly off. For a brief, gorgeous moment, we had fuel parity, which is just beautiful, beautiful. I love to see it. It's just a moment of brotherhood across the warring sides. Where's the mortar? There's the mortar. It just came in. I don't know why I clicked on it. I want to see it to reassure myself that it existed. Fuel parity is like when two people's like blinker lights on their automobiles line up at the same time. You just love to see it, and then it very briefly is synced, and then like they leave. This was getting shot at. So clearly this is going to be tier 4. Because if it was, yeah, well, it's tier 4 now. But he wanted to put tier 4, J for Jet wanted to put tier 4 somewhere out on the map where the gun could be useful. But then realized there's some fucking riflemen, so he's like, fuck it, I'll do it at home. Tier 4 is going in my base. And why not? Foxtrader is tossing a grenade, so those riflemen are out of there now. But too little, too late. Tier 4 had to be built here. Oh, and it's an infantry support gun. This has been a surprisingly non-brutal match. Like, not a lot of, like, really tough fighting. Just a lot of skirmishing. A lot of squads nearly dying, but not dying. These Sturm Pioneers are way out in the boondocks. I guess these Foxtraders are here to help, but this could get real ugly real fast. 2 rifleman squads are not something to trifle with. At this range, they don't have to worry about the flamethrower, so the Sturm Pioneers are not putting out a lot of damage. Here's the infantry support gun, firing at the rifles. There's so many skirmishes going on. This is a lot of work for these players to try and micro this shit. These mortar nearly wiping the Sturm Pioneers. Oof, this could get ugly. This could get ugly. Let's watch these guys. The riflemen are going to shoot them. Shoot them. Oh, well, they didn't have to. Wiped on the retreat. That's bad news. So whatever vehicle the German brings out is not going to be repairable. That's a big loss. Really not good. People talk about the Pacific TV show in chat. I've seen Band of Brothers, but I haven't seen the Pacific. I guess we have... no, wait, what? Yeah, whoa. We have Incendiary Barrage coming out from the infantry support gun. I didn't realize that. I wasn't even paying attention. I thought it was just the mortar. But these guys don't get a mortar, so I'm a fucking idiot. So we have the Incendiary Barrage coming, and it wiped out the church. My goodness gracious, gosh. Gosh almighty. That's cool. So 35 munitions to fuck up a church. That's a price I'd pay any day of the week. Americans doing real good on map control still. Just throwing that out there. Come on, let's see some Tekken. Let's see some, not Tekken as in the fighting game, but some teching. I guess not enough fuel for the Germans to buy anything, so we're just getting Oberstdorf at a tier 4. Not a bad choice. Did he just cancel? No, they finished. No, no. Yeah, they finished. Right, they don't come from off map. I remember. How many kills on the infantry support gun? 0. How many kills on the mortar? 2. So these indirect fire weapons have been, I'd say, at best indirectly useful. You get it? Because they're indirect fire weapons, but I guess it's been a pain in the ass for the American machine guns having to reposition and stuff. That church, pushed out of the church, for instance. 199 VPs left for the Germans versus 470 for the United States, so the Germans are starting to sweat a bit. And here's the teching I was asking for. The Americans have a major on the field, so it's only a matter of time before we get the Sherman, and we don't have a doctrine chosen yet, so Yeah, none of these are going to alter. Oh, this could alter the Sherman, the teching. This could be the easy 8. We could see an easy 8. You think we're going to see an easy 8? Cast your votes now in Twitch chat if you think there's going to be an easy 8. Tycho clearly likes saying the words easy 8, because they're nice and easy. And there's 8 of them. The Easy 8, of course, named after the Quentin Tarantino movie The Hateful Eight. And which itself was named after the Adam Sandler movie, The Ridiculous Six, which was named after Ocean's 11, which was named after Ocean's 8, which was named after The Seven Samurai, which was named after The Magnificent Seven, which was named after Seven Brides for Seven Brothers, which was named after 2001, A Space Odyssey, which was named after Star Wars. And that's where it ends, because Star Wars was the first thing made by humans. Dolphins had things before Star Wars, but we don't talk about them, because nobody can understand what the fuck they're about. So we also have the technique. Whoa, major artillery? Is it? Yeah, major artillery. That's got longer range than I thought. Yeah, so we both have the teching choices from both players. We have the Sherman, as I predicted, and then not the Raketenwerfer. You thought I was going to say Raketenwerfer. You probably didn't say it, but if you thought I was going to say it, that's not what I'm saying. Instead, it's this flak half track. 16 minutes into the game, J Frigette, surprising all of us, perhaps surprised himself by the fact that the American player has only been busting out with infantry. J Frigette's like, well, 2 can play at that game, and by 2, I mean 1. I'll let you play the infantry game, and I'll get the AA half track. Am Sinzana in chat says, too late for the AA half track. I don't know. If you can stay alive versus the Sherman, I don't think it's too late, because the American does have 10,000 infantry, only one of which with bazookas. We notice already it's being effective against this infantry, but of course I can understand saying too late, because the Sherman is here, and the Sherman is something to fear with the AA half-track. There's nothing you can do about that. Sherman wipes out. Oh, Goose Stepper's down to 100 points. So J Frigette really up against the wall. This Pastor Noah guy knows what he's doing. But yeah, so the Raketenwerfers are now the only chance against the Sherman. This one's cloaked, this one's firing, this is a nice shot, but maybe not enough. Infantry's fucking charging forward like it's gotta do. Whoa, the Sherman is not retreating. What is up with that? What is... Oh, wanted to get the last shot on the building. I figured J Frigette was gonna be smart enough to get out of there, but I've been wrong in the past, and I've been wrong now. And he quits. Ooh, he quits. Nice try, J Frigette. Tough, tough match. You got outplayed, and maybe this doctrine sucks, but yeah, Sherman doing work. So that was a really enjoyable game, guys. Really a lot of back and forth fighting. Really good play from the Americans, and no vehicles till the end, which I really like. I missed that from the original CoH, so glad to see it in CoH2.